The grand ballroom shimmered with crystal chandeliers and soft murmurs as Stockholm's elite gathered for the annual charity gala. Lucas Bennett, the powerful CEO known for his sharp mind and colder-than-ice reputation, moved through the crowd with practiced ease. His tailored suit and confident stride commanded attention, but beneath the surface, a guarded loneliness lingered, one he hid behind layers of success and control. As Lucas paused near the refreshment table, a small voice tugged at his sleeve. He looked down to see a bright-eyed little girl with curly chestnut hair and a mischievous smile. "Wanna meet my mommy?" she asked, her innocent invitation catching him completely off guard. Lucas blinked, momentarily disarmed by the child's warmth. Before he could respond, the girl's mother appeared, a woman with kind eyes and a gentle strength that seemed to fill the room. Mia Harper's protective gaze softened as she smiled at Lucas, sensing the unexpected connection forming. There was something about Mia's quiet confidence and the way she held her daughter close that stirred something unfamiliar in Lucas, a flicker of curiosity, maybe even hope. Yet, his guarded nature warned him to keep his distance. Mia, too, was cautious, her heart shaped by past wounds and the fierce love she bore for Lily. In that brief moment, the stage was set for a story of unexpected encounters, hidden vulnerabilities, and a love that neither saw coming. Hello, my beautiful souls. If you've ever been surprised by love when you least expected it, this story is for you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to join us on this heartfelt journey. What would you do if a simple question from a child changed everything? Share your thoughts below as we dive into Lucas and Mia's unforgettable story. The soft hum of the city outside was a distant murmur compared to the whirlwind inside Lucas Bennett's mind. From a modest apartment in Stockholm's quieter district, Mia Harper balanced the delicate dance of motherhood and ambition. Her days were a blend of client meetings, school runs, and stolen moments of quiet reflection. Raising her daughter Lily alone had shaped her into a woman both fiercely protective and quietly hopeful. Lucas, on the other hand, had built his empire from the ground up. A self-made billionaire CEO. His rise was marked by relentless ambition and a string of successes that left little room for personal connections. Behind his polished exterior lay scars from a past heartbreak, a betrayal that had taught him to guard his heart fiercely. Love, for Lucas, was a risk he wasn't sure he was willing to take again. Their worlds collided unexpectedly at a charity event, where Lily's innocent charm became the bridge neither expected. The little girl's spontaneous invitation to meet my mommy caught Lucas off guard, breaking through his carefully constructed walls. Mia, cautious yet intrigued, found herself drawn to the enigmatic man who seemed both distant and deeply compelling. Their first encounters were a delicate dance of glances and unspoken words, filled with subtle romantic tension and moments of misunderstanding. Lucas's guarded nature clashed with Mia's protective instincts, creating a push and pull that neither could ignore. Yet, beneath the surface, a connection was blossoming, one that promised healing, hope, and the possibility of love. As they navigated the complexities of their pasts and the uncertainties of their present, Lucas, Mia, and Lily began weaving a story of unexpected romance, one that would challenge their fears and open their hearts in ways they never imagined. The soft glow of candlelight flickered across the intimate dinner table where Lucas Bennett and Mia Harper sat, the hum of the city fading into the background. It was their third meeting since the charity event, a casual dinner Mia had hesitantly agreed to, unsure if opening her heart was worth the risk. Lucas, usually reserved and guarded, surprised her with his genuine laughter and thoughtful questions, peeling back layers she hadn't expected to see. Between bites of her favorite dish, Mia shared stories of her childhood, her dreams for Lily, and the challenges of balancing career and motherhood. Lucas listened intently, his usual business demeanor softening with each word. For the first time in years, he felt the walls around his heart begin to crumble. A week later, Lucas found himself nervously waiting outside Mia's family home, about to meet her mother. The encounter was more than a formality. It was a step into Mia's world, a world she had fiercely protected. Her mother's warm smile and easy conversation surprised him, revealing a side of Mia he hadn't yet seen. The visit planted seeds of trust, making Lucas realize that love wasn't just about passion. It was about connection, family, and acceptance. Yet Mia's internal battle raged on. The desire to embrace love clashed with the fear of disrupting the stability she had fought so hard to create for Lily. Every tender glance from Lucas stirred hope, but every moment alone brought doubts. Could she risk her heart and her daughter's happiness for a chance at something new? Lucas, too, wrestled with his demons. The demands of his empire pulled him in every direction, leaving little room for vulnerability. But with Mia, he found himself wanting to balance ambition with affection, power with tenderness. Their growing friendship blossomed through quiet talks under starlit skies, shared laughter over coffee, and small gestures. A hand brushed against hers, a lingering look that spoke volumes. Each moment made their connection deeper, sweeter, and more real. Hello, my beautiful souls. As Lucas and Mia's story unfolds, I want to ask you, what would you do if you had to choose between protecting your heart and risking it for love? Like, comment, and subscribe to share your thoughts and stay with us on this beautiful journey. The best is yet to come. The evening air was crisp as Mia Harper stood by the window of her cozy apartment, watching the city lights twinkle below. She clutched her phone tightly, anticipation mingling with a flicker of doubt. Tonight was supposed to be special, a chance to finally let down the walls she'd built around her heart and share a quiet dinner with Lucas Bennett. But as the minutes ticked by, her excitement gave way to unease. Across town, Lucas sat in his sleek office, the glow of his laptop casting sharp shadows on his face. A sudden business crisis had erupted, a major client threatening to pull out, a deal that could make or break his company's future. His phone buzzed incessantly, each message a reminder of the stakes. With a heavy sigh, he typed a quick apology to Mia, canceling their date. Mia's heart sank. The message felt like more than just a cancellation. It was a sign that Lucas's priorities lay elsewhere. Doubt crept in, whispering fears she'd tried to silence. Was she just another fleeting distraction in his relentless pursuit of success? Days passed with strained conversations and missed opportunities. Miscommunication built walls between them, each misunderstanding deepening the distance. Mia's laughter grew quieter, and Lucas's calls became less frequent, weighed down by guilt and frustration. But Lily, with her boundless innocence and unwavering hope, refused to let the growing rift go unnoticed. She left little notes for Lucas, invited him to impromptu tea parties, and asked questions that pierced through the tension. "Why don't you come to my school play, Mr. Lucas?" she'd ask, her eyes shining with earnest longing. Lucas found himself torn between the demands of his empire and the fragile family blossoming before him. One evening, after a particularly tense phone call, he stared at a photo of Mia and Lily on his desk, the weight of what he stood to lose crashing down. Determined to make things right, Lucas sought out Mia, but their reunion was anything but smooth. Words spilled, accusations, fears, and raw truths laid bare. Mia confessed her doubts, Lucas revealed his struggles, and between them, the fragile threads of trust trembled. Yet, even amid the pain, a spark remained, a promise that love, though tested, could still find its way. The soft glow of the fireplace cast dancing shadows across the room as Lucas Bennett sat across from Mia Harper, the weight of unspoken words hanging heavy between them. For the first time since their paths crossed, the walls Lucas had built around his heart began to crumble. His voice, usually steady and commanding, faltered as he shared the story of a love lost, how betrayal had taught him to guard himself fiercely, how the scars of the past still whispered doubts in the quiet moments. Mia listened, her eyes shimmering with empathy. When it was her turn, she spoke of the delicate balance she maintained between hope and fear, the dreams she held for Lily, the cautious steps she took toward trusting again. Her words were a mirror to Lucas's own vulnerabilities, weaving their hearts closer with every confession. In the warmth of that intimate space, their connection blossomed. A gentle touch lingered longer than expected. A shared smile spoke volumes, and when their eyes met, the world outside faded. The first kiss was soft and tentative, a promise of new beginnings wrapped in the tenderness of rediscovered trust. Amid this unfolding romance, Magnus, Lucas's loyal friend and confidant, offered quiet support, reminding them both that love's path is rarely simple but always worth the journey. Hello, my beautiful souls. As Lucas and Mia open their hearts, I want to ask you, do you believe in second chances? Have you ever taken a leap of faith in love? Like, comment, and subscribe to share your stories and stay with us as this beautiful journey continues. Your voices make this story even more special. The evening air was filled with a gentle hush as Lucas Bennett led Mia Harper and little Lily through the softly lit garden of a charming lakeside estate. Twinkling fairy lights draped the trees, casting a warm, magical glow that mirrored the fluttering excitement in Mia's heart. She glanced at Lucas, whose usual composed demeanor softened into something tender and vulnerable, a side he reserved only for those he truly cared about. As they reached a secluded spot adorned with roses and candles, Lucas took Mia's hands in his eyes reflecting years of hope, regret, and unwavering love. "Mia," he began, voice steady but full of emotion, "you and Lily have changed my world in ways I never imagined. I want to build a future with you both. A family, a home, a life filled with love." With a gentle smile, he knelt, revealing a delicate ring that sparkled like the stars above. Mia's breath caught, tears of joy welling as she nodded, her heart overflowing with happiness and relief. Their embrace was more than a promise. It was the blending of two lives, two hearts, and a new beginning. In the days that followed, laughter filled their home, new traditions blossomed, and the warmth of family wrapped around them like a comforting blanket. As the story closes, Mia, Lucas, and Lily share a quiet moment, looking toward a future bright with love, hope, and endless possibilities. True love often arrives when we least expect it, quietly breaking through the walls we build around our hearts. It takes courage to embrace this love, to let go of fear, to trust again, and to be vulnerable in ways we never thought possible. Healing from past wounds is not a straight path, but with patience and openness, it becomes a journey of growth and renewal. Family is more than just blood ties. It is the love we choose to give and receive. It is in the bonds we nurture, the forgiveness we offer, and the support we share that true family is formed. Sometimes, the most meaningful connections come from unexpected places and people who become our chosen family. Second chances hold the power to transform lives, but only when hearts are willing to open. They invite us to rewrite our stories, to heal old scars, and to build futures filled with hope and love. This story reminds us that no matter the past, love's gentle strength can lead us to new beginnings, if we dare to believe and take the leap. Hello, my beautiful souls. What a beautiful journey of love, healing, and new beginnings. Have you ever experienced a moment that changed everything? Please like, comment, and subscribe to stay with us for more heartwarming stories. Your support means the world. Always take good care of your beautiful heart. With love.